Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful bubble gown with a snatched waist and a slit at the front. So keep watching, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe, like, share and comment on my videos. Alright, let's get started. To start with, I'll be making use of this beautiful fabric. So first I folded my fabric into two, enough to measure my sleeve and my shoulders together. So I marked my starting line. So next I'm going to divide my shoulder by two. I have 16 and going to mark 8 and about 14 inches for my sleeve length, because I want my sleeve to get to the elbow. So I'm going to go down by 2 inches for the shoulder slope from the shoulder.
And for the opening of the sleeve, I am going to go down by 9 inches from the shoulder slope. That's for the opening. And for the depth of the back neck depth, I'm going to mark 1 inch for the back neck depth and 3 inches for the width. That's the wideness. And I'll connect the lines together like this. So next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape on my shoulder, and I will mark my waist and my hip, which is not necessarily, that's the points, and I will divide my hip circumference by 4. We are going to use only our hip circumference to make this, but plus 4 inches allowance and 1 inch for joining. That's 5 inches allowance in total. So my hip circumference divided by 4 plus 5 inches allowance. 1 inch is going to be your joining and 4 inches is going to be enough for the allowance. That's what I'm going to use all through to the down part of the gown. So once I'm done doing that, so after cutting, the next thing we're going to do is to pin the back piece, because we are going to use it to cut out the front piece. So we are going to fold enough for the front piece, and after folding, we are going to mark 2 inches allowance on the front and the center front of the front piece. Then we place our back piece after the 2 inches allowance that we marked, just the way I did in the video, just like the way you are doing your zipper allowance. You mark your 2 inches for the allowance, then you place your back piece on the 2 inches at the start of the 2 inches, then you cut out the trace out the pattern. So after tracing it out, I pin it down because this material is very stretchy. I'm using my pin on all of them to avoid mistakes. So once I'm done pinning it down, we're going to cut the depth of the front neck. So I'm going to mark 4 inches for the depth of the neck, 4 inches, and I'll connect it. So I'm going to mark another 4 inches again for the opening of the front slit. Then I'll open everything entirely, just like we are doing as the zipper allowance. Okay, just the way we do cut our zipper allowance, that's the way we do cut this one too. The difference is there is not going to be a zip here. So for the inner belt, I'm going to measure 32 inches for the length, 32 inches after folding by 2, and measure 32 inches for the length, and I'll cut out the wideness of this belt is about 4 inches. We are going to It's going to be 2 inches after folds, and I'll place it on one side. So next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my interface. So I'm going to cut the front and the back interfacing for the back. Okay, for the front, the interfacing for the front and the interfacing for the back, that's what I'm doing there. So I'm using the front piece to trace out the back, the interfacing. I'm going to cut it open because the front is opened. This is how I am going to place it on the front piece. I place the front piece of the interfacing front, the front facing the front. I'll pin it down and I'll sew it like this, and I'll do the same here, pin it down, and I'll sew only at the pinned area. So that's it. And for the back interfacing, I will do the same as well. Cut it out, then go down a bit, and this time I'm not going to open the back interfacing, it's just going to be like that. Then I'll place it front side facing front side and pin it down as well, and I'll sew only the pinned area. Okay, just like that. I'll keep it on one side. Then here I'm done sewing the center piece just here, and I stopped, and from the down part I came up by 12 inches. Okay, my client is an old woman, so she doesn't need a lot of space at the down area. She's not showing anything, but if the client is younger, you can open it by 10-13 inches at the down area. Okay, so I opened mine at 10 inches, just a little opening. So here I'm done weaving the everything to make a neat work. So I'm going to iron it down. So after I'm done ironing it down, the next thing I'm going to do is to put our hemming gum on the ironed area. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'll put the iron hemming gum there, and I'll on both sides like this, just the way you're seeing in the video. I'm going to iron it down like this. Iron it down. You see, very neat and beautiful. So I'll continue the process till the end of the other side. So you see, very beautiful. And on the neckline, this is how I'm going to do it. Watch very carefully. So I'm using the hemming gum in the process. If you don't have your hemming gum, you tack it, but you must have your hemming gum to make the lines to be very neat. Just look at how neat it looks. So after I'm done with that, the next thing is to mark our belt where we are going to snatch our waist. I marked 15 inches just under the bust of my clients, and from the center I'm going to go out by 6, and I will mark and 6 inches here, and from the center of the other side 6 inches. That's 12 in both sides in total. So this is my belt. I've not yet made my belt, but I'm just trying to tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to place the belt at the end of the 6 inches line I marked, and you'll see the result once I'm done. So this is what I did after making the belt, and I placed it on at the 6 inches that I marked. So this is how it looks. That's how to snatch your waist. So next is to join my shoulders. I'm going to place my back piece on the front piece, and I'll remove the interfacing like this, and I'll place it back on with the both of the interfacing at one side of the main bodies like this. If you like, you do it on the other side. I prefer to do it on this side, and I will use a pin to hold the main bodies and the interfacing on both sides, and I'll do the same for the other sides, and I'll sew the shoulders together. Okay, and the sleeve, I'm going to hem the sleeve like that. I'm going to hem the sleeve, and I'll sew both sides of the gown this way. It's just very simple to make. You can figure out the rest. It's very simple. So guys, this is what we have after joining everything. Okay, this is the the belt and the shoulders after joining, and I'm going to show you the final look. So guys, this is the final look. This gown is very simple to make, very simple. Just follow the process and you see yourself doing it. It's very neat and beautiful. This is how to tie the belt. Okay, from the front of the belt, that you're going to tie it at your back this way. This is how to tie the belt. Tie it this way at your back. After tying it, you're going to have something like this. The front is going to snatch in on the underbust or the waist. Okay, and we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.